Have you ever had a neighbor who acts like your driveway is their private parking lot? Yeah, that was my daily nightmare. Every morning I'd walk out with my coffee, ready to head to work, only to find this shiny silver SUV sitting across my driveway like it paid rent there. I'd honk. I'd knock on the door, sometimes even call, but the guy never cared. His favorite excuse? I'll just be 5 minutes. 5 minutes always turned into half an hour. Now, at first, I thought, okay, maybe he's stressed, maybe he's in a rush. But after weeks of this circus, it felt less like an accident and more like a power move. Like he wanted me to know he could block me, and I couldn't do a thing about it. One day, I was already running late. I had an important meeting, and of course, guess what? There's his SUV sitting there like a boulder in my path. I knocked on his door, no answer. I called, he picked up, and with the calmest voice, said, "Relax, I'll move it when I'm done." That's when I realized this wasn't just rude, it was intentional. I complained to the HOA, and guess what they said? "It's a neighborly issue, just work it out." Thanks for nothing, right? Even the local parking enforcement shrugged because it was technically a private driveway. So I did what any desperate but slightly stubborn homeowner would do. I got creative. I started researching property laws, driveway easements, and fences. And oh boy, the law was on my side. As long as I stayed within my property line, I could build a fence or gate, no permission needed. That's when the idea hit me. If he loved parking in front of my driveway so much, maybe I'd give him a nice shiny fence to stare at. I hired a contractor, drew up the plan, and within a week, I had this sleek, modern black steel fence installed, the kind that slides open with a remote. It looked like something out of a magazine. Not only did it protect my driveway, it made my house look 10 times classier. And the best part? The very next day, he pulled up, saw the fence, and his jaw nearly dropped. He stormed over, waving his arms like I'd stolen his car. "You can't block me out like this," he shouted. I calmly sipped my coffee and said, "Funny, I thought it was my driveway." The guy went red. He tried calling the HOA, tried complaining, even threatened to take legal action. Guess what happened? Nothing. The law was crystal clear. I was 100% within my rights. And here's the cherry on top. Because the fence had a stylish keypad lock, delivery guys, friends, even Uber drivers complimented me on it. My neighbors started saying how secure and premium my house looked. Meanwhile, Mr. SUV had to walk a few extra feet to park in his own driveway. Poor guy. Looking back, I almost want to thank him. If he hadn't been such a pain, I would have never upgraded my house like that. Now, every time I roll the gate open with my remote, I feel like I'm in one of those fancy car commercials. So, here's what I learned. Sometimes the best clapback isn't shouting or arguing, it's just outsmarting. Instead of fighting fire with fire, I fought nonsense with paperwork, a contractor, and a fence. And trust me, the peace of mind is priceless. By the way, have you ever had a neighbor nightmare like this? The kind that makes you wonder if people lose common sense once they move into the house next door? Tell me your story in the comments. I'd love to read them. And hey, if you enjoyed this little revenge turned upgrade story, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Helps more people find the channel and keeps me motivated to bring you more crazy real-life stories like this.